नमोस्तुते श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवासवानवि देवी दायिकाय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्जल प्रेमाद्य श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा श्रीगौर करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये लीलतारिणे विक्रमसंभोगे पदम्भोजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्ददायिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगावरायते गौरविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जनप्रिय वैष्णवा सार्वभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna and a very warm welcome to our IYS Girls Retreat 2024. 23 वाले retreat में who all had come to GEV last time? Oh, so most of them are new girls, huh? Wow. Jai Ho. So first of all, I'd like to thank the committee members of the IYS mentors, all our Namrata Mataji, Lavya, Radhika Mataji, everybody, for having given me this beautiful opportunity to share whatever we have experienced in our childhood in Krishna consciousness with all of you, and whatever we have experienced and learned, we hope and pray that it can be of some use to you all and it can help you in your beautiful journey to in Krishna consciousness, right? Krishna consciousness is a journey. Right or not? You all want to come a little closer? Just जैसे बैठे वैसे ही just move ahead.
I need a pen. I can make a pen. Can you give me a pen? Yes, ma'am.
This makes me feel more comfortable. So I'd like to start our camp this time by telling you two beautiful stories. Is that okay? You all might have grown up, but for us, you all are children only. So we like to tell stories to them. So the first story is one of my favorite stories, which is about a king's palace. In the palace of the king, very beautiful landscaping was there and nice gardens were there where there were flowering trees, fruit trees and all. And then there is a lot of greenery and good fruits and good flowers. Whom do you find over there? Monkeys. Having great time, frolicking, freaking out over there. So one day they had, like you all have Sakhi Sangha, they had a monkey Sangha. So the leader of the monkeys was a very wise old person, and he called everybody that tomorrow we are having monkey Sangha. Everybody come for the monkey Sangha. So all the monkeys excited, how they will come. They came and this wise old monkey told what? They said, I think we should immediately leave the king's palace and go somewhere else. And these people said, what? Leave this beautiful place? इतना अच्छा खाना, इतना अच्छा रहना, such nice time we are sharing. And you want us to leave this place and go somewhere else, but why? He said, no, yesterday I heard the prince and the cook were having a talk because the cook was telling the prince that I think you should shift the place of the kitchen away from the stable. You know what's a stable, na? Where horses are kept. So all the kings have horses for war and everything. And they are like huge, beautiful Arabian horses in the stable. They said you should keep it away. Why? Because sometimes during cooking, the huge scale cooking goes on there. Na? Some sparks fly off and they go and hit the stable, and stable has got what? Hay. So agar by chance, if the sparks will fall on the hay, it will catch fire, you know. So you should distance it out. So the prince said, yeah, no problem. Even if it catches fire, so what? He said, no, the horses will be burned. He said, don't worry. The best treatment for the burns on horses is what? The heart and the liver of a monkey. And we have so many monkeys in the forest here, garden. So we catch all of the monkeys and cure the horses. So the wise old monkey said, better, you know, time मिलते ही सटक लेते हैं यहाँ से. So let's move out. But all the young monkeys were doing what? They were enjoying, thoroughly enjoying. And they felt this old fellow has satya upai. He is just, I don't know how to tell you. He's gone crazy, you know. He's gone crazy. He's going telling us to renounce all this. अच्छा होगा तब देखा जाएगा, you know. Why think about it now? Just enjoy. So after telling repeatedly, these monkeys didn't hear. So the old monkey said, you know, he moved out of the palace garden and he just said, Bichare, what to do? You can't force anybody, right? So he left from there. And what happened in a few days, lo and behold, what was predicted happened. Some sparks of wood flew from the kitchen, fell on the haystack. The haystack caught fire. The horses caught fire, and neighing of the horses and everything, and whole bhaggad mach gaya, full palace, you know. And the horses were getting burned. So what did the prince order? Catch all the monkeys, you know, and get them. They caught all the young monkeys and they killed them and they took out the liver and उसका medicine बना के horses को लगाया. Horses तो क्योर हो गए, लेकिन monkeys हरिबोल complex. Horrible हो गया उनका. And that wise old monkey who was sitting across the wall from the palace in another forest, he said, see, I had told them, I had warned them, I had alerted them, but they didn't listen. Why? Because of their youthful energy which they were in. मजा में थे ना? Young people, we are always in मजा, right? So our acharyas tell this beautiful story that our scriptures and our acharyas, they give lot of visionary messages to humanity. But when we are young, those things don't make sense, right? When now we are part of the Grihastha Vision team, but when we were children, like 9th, 10th standard, they said, and we would hear Grihastha Vision team में, you know, शादी में ऐसा होता है और वैसा करना है वैसा. तो हम लोग कैसे होगा तब देखेंगे. Why to think about it now? You don't take anything seriously, right? You want to just enjoy life and live like king size. So, what are the Shastras trying to teach us? We all are gathered here for what purpose? What is the purpose we have gathered here for? Anybody would like to share? Why have you come here?
To us for association and listening about how to be.
For association. Anybody else? Why have you come here? To learn. Okay. Anybody else? Why have you come here? Why have you come here? Anybody would like to share? It won't be fun if I am only speaking. Huh? Everybody has to speak. Why have you come here? Why do we come to the temple? Why do we come to the temple? To become a devotee. We come to become a Vaishnava, right? So here also we are having this Vaishnavi Sangha. Why? Because we want to hear and we want to understand how to become a Vaishnava. Who's a Vaishnava? Who's a Vaishnava? Someone who's dear to the Lord. Anybody else? Who's a Vaishnava?
Who has complete faith in Krishna.
Who has complete faith in Krishna. What else? Who's a Vaishnava? Surrender to Krishna. Somebody said something behind? Who's engaged in service to Krishna. Please note, very important definitions are coming up. Who else is a Vaishnava? Who else is a Vaishnava? Paradukha Dukhi. How would you know who's a Vaishnava? How do you know who's a Vaishnava? I'll tell you another story. Okay? There is this one man who goes to a mall to buy a refrigerator. So he goes to the person and he tells the salesman, I want to buy this fridge. So the salesman says, sorry, I don't want to sell you this fridge. So he said, but why? I have the cash, I have the credit card, why would you sell me the fridge? He said, no, I don't want to sell, please leave. So he just went out of the shop, then he changed his dress and he came back. And he told the salesman again in a changed voice and a changed attire. He said, I want to buy this fridge. He said, you came back again? Huh? I told you I don't want to sell it to you, please leave. So he got bewildered, he cannot change करके आया. How did he realize that I am the same? He went out, again he changed into some other attire and I don't know what you tell in Telugu. But he said, Mala ek fridge paije. Some other language he told. Again that fellow said that which language I should tell you in, get lost. I don't want to sell you this fridge. And he got a burkha and came. And he said, I want to buy this fridge. He said, now I have to pick you up and throw you out. How many times I have to tell you I don't want to sell it to you? He said, that's okay, now I don't want to buy the fridge. But I will leave the shop only after you answer one question of mine. How do you recognize me every time I come? I am changing my clothes and changing my voice. In so many ways I am coming. How do you recognize me? Answer my question, I will leave the shop. He's saying, it's so simple. Because what you are pointing as the fridge is not a fridge, it's a washing machine. Huh? Only a fool like you, again, same mistake you are making, so it's nobody except you. Because you are calling the fridge a washing machine. He said, I have one more question. It's okay if it's a washing machine, but I was paying for it, no? You should have sold it to me, no? So he said, no, I won't sell it to you still. Why? Because you will take it and go home. After 4-5 days, you will come back and sell. You will tell me what? This machine doesn't cool the food. You will come and tell me that. Why? Because that's not the purpose of the washing machine. The purpose of the fridge is different. The purpose of the washing machine is different. So you don't even know what is a fridge and you have come to buy a fridge. Right? Huh? Isn't that the story of all of us? We don't even know what it means to be a Vaishnava. And we have come to become a Vaishnava. So somebody asked, who are you? I'm a devotee. Thanks, devotee. Huh? We all feel we are devotees. We all feel now. Why? I'm wearing kanti. I have tilak. I'm wearing sari. I'm Vaishnava. I'm a Vaishnava. I'm a devotee. But it is very, very important for us to understand who is a Vaishnava. What does it mean to be a Vaishnava? All these wonderful qualities that were mentioned by everybody. That a Vaishnava means one who is surrendered to Krishna. How many of us can say we are surrendered to Krishna? How many of us can say that? Very difficult, no? Surrender. We might say, yes, surrender, but do we even understand the S of the word surrender? Tomorrow something will happen and we say, oh, why did Krishna do this to me? I don't deserve this, I am trying to be a Vaishnava and all. Right? Are we 100% engaged in Krishna's service? No. Huh? All the qualities that we said, we have it. So it is very important for us first to understand what is a Vaishnava and how can I become a Vaishnava. If I understand what is something, then I can understand how I can become, right? If I understand that what is a doctor, then I can proceed that, okay, how do I become a doctor? They don't know only what is a doctor. Oh, doctor is somebody who takes a knife and a fork and goes in the OT and as if it's eating on the dining table or something. No, being a doctor is a very big thing. So if being a doctor is a big thing, what does it mean to be a Vaishnava, right? That is why our acharyas use a very beautiful word. And the word is what? Anushilanam. What is Anushilanam? What does Anushilanam mean? Anushilanam is a Sanskrit word.
What is that verse?
Anushilanam means cultivation. Cultivating, right? Does a plant automatically grow? What do you have to do? Cultivate it. Does a farm grow? No, you have to cultivate it. Does a garden grow? No, you have to cultivate it. Huh? So cultivation is what? Is it a one-time thing? Cultivation is a ongoing process. Very nice. It's an ongoing process. You have to continuously be cultivating things, right? So while cultivating plants or while cultivating a garden, what all are the factors which are important for cultivating a plant? What are the factors?
Sunlight.
Sunlight, most important, sunlight. What else? Water. Without water, desert. What else is important? Soil. बिना soil के पत्थर पे थोड़ी ना उगेगा. हाँ? Soil is important. What else?
Removing weeds and protecting it.
Removing weeds and protecting it. Excellent. Fertilizers. Yeah. Fertilizers. What else? Temperature. Do you need to fence it?
Yeah.
You need to fence it. Otherwise, other wild animals will come and eat up the birds will come and animals will come and eat up, right? So, why did the acharyas compare the process of bhakti to Anushilanam? Why do the acharyas compare? Why do the acharyas compare?
Because we also have to cultivate ourselves. Just out of the seed.
Exactly. What is the seed? What is the seed? We call it now Bhakti Lata Beach. We always say, "Arey Bhakti Lata Beach, Bhakti Lata Beach." Beach means seed, and Bhakti ka beach, right? So, have we all been given this beach? Have we all been given? Did we go to look for those seed? Did we go and ask, give me some seeds, give me some? Did we ask? We didn't ask. It just fell in our lap, just like that. By what? By some causeless mercy. It just fell in our lap, right? But now the best quality seed, if it falls in your lap, but if you don't cultivate it properly, what happens? What happens? It dies a natural death, right? And is it that what happens? So many people come to the temple. How many people come to the temple? Daily hundreds of people come. That means Bhakti Lata Beach is given. But because only those will remain who will cultivate it. If you don't cultivate, then it goes a waste. Na? Hundreds will come, few tens will stay back. Hundreds will come, few numbers will stay back, right? So do we want to be one of those who come and go? Because we have got, unless we understand the importance of the rarity of the seed which we have got. Not everybody gets, right? How many youngsters are there in Hyderabad?
Maybe
Lakhs में रहेंगे. And how many of us are here? About 80, 100 of us? 80, 100 of us are there, right? So, when you tell some people like we were, I always like to feel like that we are those chosen ones. Hand-picked cashews, hand-picked strawberries, hand-picked raisins and almonds. Means क्या? It's not lot में नहीं आया, wholesale नहीं है. It's all hand-picked. How would you like to be a hand-picked person? Feel special, huh? Sunday program, everybody is invited. Anybody can come. So you will think कि जाऊँ क्या नहीं जाऊँ, देखती हूँ. But if there are special programs like this where you get a special invitation, please come, there is a youth festival. Oh, only for us? Yes, yes, there I will go. Sunday to general public, old people, young people, men, women, everybody will be there. This is exclusive offer. When you see an ad with exclusive offer, hand-picked offer, you feel very special about it, no? That I want to do it, right? So somehow or the other, by Krishna's mercy, all of you came here. Why? Because you had that Adav Shraddha. If you didn't have Shraddha, you would not come. Na? Even if somebody invites you, you will say, ठीक है ना अभी, how many invitations I keep getting? ये birthday party, वो marriage, फला, इतना, you know, this camp and this thing in the school and college. Where all I will go? Not interested. But because you have that initial faith, Adav Shraddha, within your heart, so you all have understanding the importance of this, taken out your time and energy to come for this very, very important and special get together, where we are all of us here are who? We are all Sajatiyas. What is a Sajatiya? Like-minded, of the same kind. How are you same kind? Somebody is a Telugu, somebody is a Gujarati, somebody is a Maharashtrian. How are you same kind? Exactly. We are all looking for Krishna. That is what was written in the foreword to the Krishna book, you know. Everyone is looking for Krishna. And do you know who wrote this foreword? Exactly. Very good. What's your name, beta? Vedapriya. Wow. George Harrison, who was the topmost musician at the time in the world, not in the British Empire, he was from Britain, but he was the topmost. The Beatles were the Fab Four, crazy people in the world, and they were at the peak of their youth. How old were they? Were they 19, 20, 21? And at that time, what is at the peak? Jawani ka Josh. Name, fame, beauty, everything they had it. Name it, they had it. They were the most popular people. On George Harrison's birthday, he got, you all get birthday cards on your birthday. How many cards do you get? How many cards? Cards. Birthday cards. Birthday cards पहले होते थे. But you get what? 5, 10, 25, 50, चलो 100, चलो 500. You know how many cards George Harrison got? 7 truckloads. That many fans he had all over the world. That was his popularity. 7 truckloads, right? And this person who is at the top of his career, at the top of the world, whatever anybody would want in the world, he had that and much more multiplied. And what statement he made? If he is asked to make one statement to write the foreword of the Krishna book, he could have written anything. Na? अगर आपको पूछे what's the good word, give one sentence. One sentence only you have to give. You have to think a lot. Na? What is the best sentence I want to give? I cannot give an essay. One sentence. And what was that one sentence George Harrison wrote at the peak of his youth when he was at your age? Everyone is looking for Krishna. Can you imagine? And that same fortune we have got to come and look for Krishna. So when we realize the rarity and the value of what we have got, then we take things seriously. Otherwise we will take things lightly. In Hindi they say, Aya Ram, Gaya Ram. You know, Haldiram hota hai. Many Rams are there, na? But you will become Aya Ram and Gaya Ram. You will come also, as I say, come with a band. People will see you everywhere doing seva. Hey, that girl, you know, she does this also. She's in DD Kitchen also. She's dancing in Kirtan. She's always there for class and, you know, front bencher and all these things. You came with a bang and then suddenly what? You go with a push. Why? Because we do not use the process of cultivation. That is the importance of cultivating something. Even a plant you have, tulsi plant in your house, if you don't take good care, she withers and dies away, right? So understanding that now that I have got the Vedas, Ved Priya, her name is the Vedas, give lot of importance to this word now, right? Now means what? Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Now. When is the best time to become Krishna conscious? Now. Did you know that? Now. The whole world tries to persuade us, telling us what? Are you mad at this age? ये क्या दुख आ गया यार तुम्हारे लाइफ में? What misery has come in your life so much that you have gone to God? Usually people think you go to God only when you are. What is that दोहा of कबीर? दुख में भजे न कोई. हाँ, दुख में सब भगवान का नाम है, सुख में कोई नहीं करता है. So what दुख has come in your life at this age? क्या बड़ी बात? आसमान टूट पड़ा क्या? People will think like that. They will try to dissuade you. Your family members will try to tell you. ज़्यादा ही टेम्पल जाती है. Like it happened in my case. When I was young person, my mother was Swaminarayan devotee and all. But I was not so much interested. So my mother would keep trying to push me. ये टेम्पल तो जाओ यार. आज एकादशी है, आज अनियन गार्लिक मत खाओ. थोड़ा व्रत करो, थोड़ा पूजा करो. I was not doing anything. And when I came in touch with ISKCON, I just took it up as a thirsty person takes up to water, and I started going every Sunday. And that's when my mother started saying, "Hey, bus." I said, "Now why bus?" When I was not going, you were saying, "Jao." And now when I am going, you are holding me back. So whether it is friends, whether it is relatives, whether it is family members, immediate family members, or it is your mind, everybody is going to try to tell you, "Are you a fool at this age?" But we have to understand that yes, this is the age, this is the best age when I can understand this. So that seed of Adav Shraddha which has been sowed with you, you have tried to cultivate. And they say there are 9 stages, right? Anybody knows the 9 stages of bhakti? We have Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. It keeps going. Mahabhav tak keeps on going higher and higher, right? So now, which stage are we at? Some are Shraddha, some are Bhajan. We are doing Bhajan Kriya right now, right? We are doing Bhajan Kriya. By doing that, what is happening? Anartha Nivritti is happening. So all these cultivation stages are compared to that. Adav Shraddha means somewhere in your last life, you all must be devotees. Some are devotee children. How many children here are children of devotees? See, so many of you. Some are born to devotee families, some are. One girl I met in our Bombay girls camp, and what she told me, "I hate that I am a devotee's kid." I said, "Why, brother? Why do you hate?" Because I feel, I cannot, because I experience FOMO. What is FOMO? I learned from her. All these words. FOMO means fear of missing out. And I feel, all my friends are enjoying. They are doing this, they are doing that, and I am missing out on all that. Just because I am born in a devotee family. And this year we had our camp. We had last week only Bombay Girls Camp. 80 girls attended, 80 of us were there, and out of which almost 35 were born and brought up children of devotees whom we know personally. 35 children. Very, very good. Very, very good. And I was telling them that you are not liking that you are born in a devotee family because you are feeling that there is restriction, right? There is, I am not able to do this, I am not able to do that. So I tell you another story. So I told her a story. cyclist. Young fellow was cycling, you know. Why did I start telling you?
Fear of missing.
Devotee kids. Why that remind me. He was cycling on the road in the dark and he didn't have his headlights on. So police ne roka. Hey, rock, you know. Stop. Your headlights are not on, you know. So what did the young fellow say? अरे साहब हटो ब्रेक भी नहीं है हेडलाइट की ब्रेक भी नहीं है हटो ब्रेक भी नहीं है so this is what our young generation is today. No headlight, no brakes. What happens when there is no headlight, no brake?
Accident.
Short accident. Not accident, short accident. Light stands for knowledge and wisdom. And brake stands for
Restrictions.
discipline. Discipline, control, restriction. Not restriction exactly, some discipline. Brake. You can discipline your bike now by putting a brake. You can direct it in the way you want, where you want to stop, where you want to continue. That is not there, right? So what would happen if you were riding a bicycle without brake and light? Accident. So how many of us like accidents? How many? When will I have an accident, you know? I'm waiting, when will I have an accident? How many of you have prayed for that? Anybody prays? Nobody prays. Now who likes, Arey Baba, accident? Nobody wants an accident. We don't want an accident, but we don't want to take precautions of how not to get an accident. So I was telling this girl, I said, imagine you are born in a devotee family. You are being disciplined, not for wrong things. What is better? To have headlight and brake and not have an accident, or to not have and have an accident? What is the purpose of a brake? What is the purpose of a dam? When you have a dam from the river, how does it help? It controls the flow of water. Water is good, but too much water, what happens? Floods. Nobody wants accidents. Nobody wants floods. So dams are good or bad? Brakes are good or bad? Good. It's the way you see it. And then I told her, I said, just imagine if all of you 35 girls who are here, if you were born in a family of meat eaters, where there was only meat being eaten, if you were born in a family where people are only drinking, you know, nowadays they sell flats, sample flat. If you go to Sino, they will show the place. This is kitchen, this is bedroom, and this is for your bar. They design bars in the place. Why? Because it's become very fancy to talk with red wine in your hand, you know. Just talk with some wine in your hand. It's become very fashionable. Oh, you don't drink wine? You don't smoke? What a deshi daru you are. They feel that you are a very backward type of person. And you also start believing that, yeah, you know, maybe I am like that. Maybe I am backward. So if you were born in a family where they were only drinking, how do you feel? Suppose if you were born in a house of a prostitute, you didn't even know who's your father. Possible? Possible? He could have been born in such a family? Very much possible. Very much. So how would you have felt if you were born in any of these type of, suppose you were born in a family of gundas, thieves, dacoits, how would you feel? Not good, na? If you are going on the road, what would people say? देख चोर की लड़की जा रही है, हाँ? देख you know, वेश्या की लड़की जा रही है. कैसे लगता अपने को? You have to think about these possibilities. It was very much possible for us, but we are born in devotee families. Whether we like it or no, how many of you as kids used to like to drink milk? Very few, right? But still your parents would make you drink milk. And today you realize that good, I drank milk, I have good hair, good teeth, good bones, I can athletic body and all. Why? Because milk is good, whether I like it or I don't like it, it is good for my health. So same way, so many things in life you may not like, but they are good and they are necessary. So we must learn to thank Krishna that we are born in devotee family. Why? Because of some past life ka bhakti which we must be having, which is incomplete. to complete that, you have come in this life in a devotee family. Even if you are not in a devotee family, at least where have you come? In a devotee association. This is also devotee family only, na? All these wonderful Matajis like your mothers, right? They are trying to take care of you, all your needs. Since so many months they are planning this. Everybody should be comfortable. What should be the menu? What should be the menu? Menu, everything, everybody is planning. Everybody must be comfortable. Who does that in today's day and age? Only mothers, right? So many mothers we have got. So even if they are in a devotee family, right? Then, as we said, you are in cultivation, you have to till the land, right? So who does tilling the land is equated to what? Sadhu Sangha. In Sadhu Sangha, our land is tilled. Means what? It is made fertile, so that seed can take proper root and grow properly, right? So Sadhu Sangha is like tilling of the land. And what is watering and nurturing? Bhajan Kriya. Bhajan Kriya, when you are doing bhajan and all, what are you doing? You are watering, right? There are two beautiful words in psychology. One is your nature and one is nurture. You talk of nature and nurture, right? So what are you doing by doing bhajan kriya? You are nurturing, you are watering that seed which has been sowed in the right field, right? Even if the field is best, but if the water is not there, no use, right? So you are watering. Then removing the weeds and pest control and all is compared to what? Anartha nivritti. Weeds mean what? Unwanted things, isn't it? Weeds are not wanted. You didn't want weeds, you wanted tulsi plant. But along with tulsi plant, if the weed starts growing, the weeds take up all the nourishment. So they are unwanted things which have to be removed time to time. If you don't remove, then your plant doesn't grow properly. Isn't it? Doesn't grow properly. So anartha means, the word anartha means, artha means wanted and anartha means unwanted. So removing unwanted things is the stage of anartha nivritti. And fencing, you have to protect it, na? You have to fence it from all sides. So fencing is our nishtha, our conviction with which we are going to practice our Krishna consciousness. So that's what happens in Sadhu Sangha. What happens? We strengthen our convictions. Okay, being a devotee is good, but how is it good? Why is it good? When is it good? All these questions, how, when, why, what, all these questions get answered. When? Nishtha. When with conviction we come. Starting where we were just coming as children. Yay, khane ko mil raha hai, aa rahe. But now you all are not small children. When small children are there, you have to talk to them. Hey, chiki. Krishna is nice, Prasad is nice. But now you all are grown up. You have the grey matter to be able to understand, right? Why I am doing what I am doing, and to become more determined and become more convinced of what I am doing. Unless I am convinced, I will remain a shooting star, as I said. You will come for some time, but because your fundas are not very clear, your foundation is not very clear, with the first jolt in your life, jolts will come in your life. Like what? What jolts can come at this age to you? What jolts? Brother? Exam में fail हो गए. Look, this Krishna, this much bhakti I did and he failed me in the exam. What else can happen? What else can happen?
Choosing the right career.
Yeah, I want a particular career, but I'm not just getting a breakthrough in that. I'm not getting that. I want a particular university, I want a particular college to enter, and I'm not getting admission there. First list, second list, third list. मिला ही नहीं, नीट में नहीं आया, इसमें नहीं आया, उसमें नहीं आया, right? That could be like a big jolt to us. Okay, why I'm not getting that? You may have a breakup with somebody. It's a big jolt, you feel the world has ended. Why? Because that boy whom I love, I liked, and he broke up with me. He rejected me. Why did this happen to me? connect Krishna with all this? Huh? We have to make our own convictions that this is happening because of my some karma, some shortcoming. But it's not that why Krishna is bad, so he is doing all this things to me. We are working out our own karma, whatever is happening, right? So we need to strengthen our convictions, and that's why we thought that we will take up this topic of cultivation this time. That how should I cultivate? We actually have only 2 days, but when Krishna performed the Ras Leela, he had only one night. But that one night got expanded to a night of Brahma. Brahma's night is very big, right? How did it expand? Literally, the pleasure that they experienced, the experience they had was as much as it was for 1 week, one night of Brahma. So even if you are there for 2 days, Maharaj Khatwanga perfected his life in one moment. So 2 days is a lot of time we have, depending on how packed we make it and how much we are able to take home. Huh? Even one word if I hear, it can change my life. You know the story of Lala Babu, right? Lala Babu was a devotee and he was on his way to businessman, big businessman. And he was traveling from one village to another to do his deed. And while he was passing by, there was this, at the outskirts of a village, there was a well. He felt thirsty, so he went to drink water. And while he was approaching the well, he saw 3-4 ladies were drawing water from the well. And one lady was telling the other lady that it is evening time. Time is very short. Let's quicken up and let's go back home. And Lala Babu heard this word. Now you hear this, what will you hear? हाँ यार अंधेरा हो जाएगा चलो घर भागते हैं. What did he understand that? Time is very short. Let's go home means which home? Back home, back to Godhead. So he said, how can I do that? Not by doing business and this. Straight away he changed his route and he went away to Vrindavan. He renounced everything. He went to Vrindavan and became a pure devotee. Just by hearing one sentence, right? So we are going to hear many sentences from each other. That what to do, how to do, what not to do. We will be learning so much in 2 days. If we learn and hear with that focus of what? What is the focus? How can I become a good Vaishnava? I don't want to be a washing machine, I want to be a fridge only. I want to understand what it means to be a fridge. Please remember the story. Why a fridge? I have to understand what a fridge means. To become a devotee, I have to first understand what does it mean to become a devotee. And as we say that, what makes us beautiful? By wearing good clothes and good ornaments. So what makes a devotee beautiful? What makes a devotee? Having qualities. A Vaishnava is attractive because of his qualities. Right? That's what Prabhupada said. 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. 26 is the minimum. So many qualities you can have. But when you develop qualities, that's what makes you a Vaishnava. Right? So, what are we trying to say? That what do qualities compose? What are the components of quality? A particular quality which is there, it can be developed through 2 things, through character and through competence. 2 C's. We are always very attracted to CC. CC means Chaitanya Charitamrita. But for us CC means character and competence. Which is more important of the 2? Which is more important? You know what is competence? What is competence? Can I read out a definition? The definition of competence given in dictionary is: competence is the capability to use knowledge and skills in a way to successfully execute some critical work with efficiency and is result oriented, and in a result oriented way. That is competence, right? If I want to be a cook, I have to have some skills, na? Right? Some skills are required in order for me to perform what I want to perform as. So if I want to perform as a Vaishnava, I require some skills. So some competence is required. And besides competence, what else do I require? Character. Right? What is character? We will talk about that a little later. Okay? We will talk about character a little later. But needless to say, both are equally important. Right? Because they are values which we need to cultivate in our life. Values. And values form what? Foundation. Foundation of our lives are made from values. And I also love this beautiful story which I had heard from Radheshyam Prabhu. And he was, it's very wonderful story and very, very relevant to the extent you understand it properly. It was a story of three travelers. Three youngsters like you all were traveling through a desert, Sahara desert or somewhere, I don't know where, through a desert on a Amavasya night. Amavasya night means dark night, you can't see much. And there were a lot of stones and pebbles on the way hurting their legs, and they all had one backpack and they were walking across. They could hardly see anything. They were just walking in the darkness. And suddenly there was an Akashvani. Like concert time पे हुआ था ना. The Akashvani said that, my dear boys, you are walking on a road and there are a lot of stones under you, pebbles, right? You can pick up as many pebbles as you want on your journey, and tomorrow morning it will either make you happy or sad. And Akashvani switched off. So all three boys had a backpack. So the first boy thought, "Arey yaar, already walking through the desert is difficult enough. All these stones are hurting my legs and all. And already I have a backpack, कपड़े वगैरह है. ऊपर से वजन और उठाने का. And this Akashvani has said pick up some, stones and all. So he said, now that Akashvani has said, let me pick up some stones. So what did he pick up? 4-5 पत्थर उठा के बैग में डाल दिए. The second fellow thought that, no, Akashvani has said something. There might be some truth in it. But what this fellow friend of mine is saying is also true. कि इतना वजन उठा के कौन जाएगा? So what he did? He picked up enough rocks to fill half of his bag. Half bag he filled. And he also started walking. And this third boy thought, he said, if the Akashvani is saying something, it must be very deep. So let me take it seriously. So what he did, he removed his clothes and he filled the whole bag with stones. It became very heavy. And these boys were joking on him that, क्या यार, you are, so less intelligent, इतना वजन उठा के चल रहा है, छोड़ ना. But they all three kept on walking. And then the first rays of dawn started appearing. So they all sat down under a tree. And they were tired, obviously. थोड़ा उजाला आया तो थोड़ा रेस्ट लेने के लिए बैठे. So that first boy opened his bag. And what did he see? Lo and behold, his 4-5 stones which he had picked up had become what? Diamonds and jewels. And he said, wow, they were not stones, they were diamonds. And he started regretting, oh God, I wish I would have picked up more. So this other fellow was really excited. I had filled half my bag, So he opened and actually half his bag had become filled with jewels. So the first person they told, khol, tera bag khol. And open your bag. And when he opened, he saw his whole bag was full of jewels. Whole bag. And that's when they realized that only if he would have listened to the Akashvani, he could have picked up so much more. So they were about to go back, but then they remembered that the Akashvani had told them that once you move forward, you cannot go back. And that's the story of our life. Can you go back in your timeline? Timeline में पीछे जा सकते हैं? I'm 20 years old. I want to become 10-year-old again. I want to become 5-year. I want to become 5-year. Can you become that? From 10 years you will only become 20 years and you will only become 30 years. Right? Time cannot go back. So all these jewels are like the values. Values are like diamonds, na? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Right? How many ever values you are able to become now? Again, we are coming back to the word now. Is going to pay you off for the rest of your life. If you become 4-5, then you will regret like that first child that oh, opportunity was there but I didn't pick up. If you pick up few more, you will be happier. But the happiest you will be when you are able to have a whole bag full of values in your life. Right? So let us try in next 2 days, whatever maximum values we will be able to take up, we will take up. Is that fine? So now we do an exercise. All of you have brought chart paper with you? Crayons and chart paper? How many of you all have brought? We are giving them. So we'll give you all crayons भी है? Crayons लाए हो कि नहीं?
कलर्स लाया किसी ने?
Can I have one paper so that I can show you what you have to do?
Sit in your groups, no?
नहीं, you have extra chart paper? एक ही दे। Crayons है कि नहीं है? How many of you all have crayons? White one.
White.
सब देखिए।
एक ग्रुप में एक होगा तो भी चलेगा शायद, हाँ सब लोग बैठ के शेयर करते।
So can you all make? You all made groups, right? Can you all sit in your